Hello everyone and welcome to second installment of 5 ways to trap and kill your friends in Minecraft. The first trap I have here is a simple TNT trap, and this is how it works. When someone stands on a pressure plate, the sand below them falls because the TNT becomes active and they fall to the bottom of a pit where they blow up. Usually the fall will kill them, but if not, the fall combined with the TNT will follow and it will pretty much destroy them. So if you've never built a TNT trap, it's very simple, and here's how it works. You pretty much put a piece of TNT wherever you want, and basically TNT will stick to the walls, and sand doesn't. But when TNT becomes activated, it becomes like a free fall, and the sand will fall with it. So as you can see there, the sand will fall, and basically that's why you'd have a pit underneath it, so that as the sand falls, there's really not much you're going to do except fall to the bottom and either be killed by the impact or wait till the TNT blows you up down there. So as you can see, kind of did a lot of damage to the area around here. So whenever you're going to set up this kind of trap, you want to make sure that the area looks as natural as possible, because if people think that, you know, something weird's set up, then they'll definitely not go on it. So, getting sand in my hole. Oh well. Anyways, so that's it. Really simple trap. Just need one piece of TNT, a piece of sand or gravel, and then a pressure plate, which sometimes it works better on gravel because gravel will still fall, and then the stone pressure plate blends in perfectly. The problem with this trap is if it's just out in the open like this, you can pretty much run right over top of it and... what the heck? Oops. There it is. Put it on the wrong block. Alright, well the problem with this is you can actually run right over top of it if you're running, and you won't get trapped in it at all. So you can see that it fell down and, you know, nothing happened at all. So when you're setting these up, a lot of times I'll do it in, like, inside of a mountain tunnel where it's one passage wide, where they pretty much have no choice but to go down that path. And usually I'll put some kind of stairs before or after it. So, like, as you can see here, I'm just building, like, obviously this is just a sample. You would never put it out in the open like this because no one's ever just going to walk through it. But you want to kind of cut off their path so that they really don't have a choice, so that as they're running, when they step on it, they'll be going to the next block and then they'll kind of just fall with it. Which, you know, normal players would be dead, but since I'm in creative, obviously, I didn't really take any damage. But let's blow this little zombie up. And skeleton. The second trap here is something I just thought of the other day. I thought it was really cool. It kind of brought me back to an idea I had earlier. And basically, you know, there's a building here that someone would walk into. It's a cake factory, this one happens to be. And they walk in, they see a switch above a door. Hey, look it, there's cake back there. Obviously, everyone knows in Minecraft, switches open doors. So they're like, shit, let's just click on it and see what happens. Well, what's going on? The door didn't open. That's weird. Huh. It's getting brighter in here. Oh no! The whole room's filled with lava. This kind of trap is, you know, really fun, and I'll show you how it works in a second once I get rid of all this lava here. Although it should have picked itself back up, so there we go. And I'll just sand off the rest of this so it all goes away. But as you can see, there's a dispenser there, and what happened is inside the dispenser I've got a bucket of lava. So when the dispenser turns on from the switch, it spits out the lava. Now, what you're probably wondering is, why didn't the door open? Well, I'll show you that. Basically, below the door is a redstone torch, and the door is actually sideways. So when it's powered, it flips the other way and gives the illusion that it's really closed when really it's open. So that's why when the switch turns on, nothing happens, because the door's already open. It's already getting power. So that's pretty much it. I mean, basically, there's redstone connected to the top of the switch that brings it over to the dispenser, and then there's the lava bucket. If you turn it on, it'll spit out the lava, then you turn it off, and then if you turn it on and off again, it'll suck the lava back in. So here's how simple it really is. I mean, whoops, broke the redstone there. There we go. And literally, the block with the switch on it's right there. So when it's turned on, You can see that the lava, there's just an empty bucket there. The lava's coming out. Turn it off. Lava bucket's still there. Turn it on a second time. And now it reused the empty bucket and sucked up the lava. So it's kind of a fun trap. You know, not many people would ever really expect that. You know, if someone's smart, they might walk in there and kind of see the dispenser up there. But, you know, most people will probably just run right in and say, hey, I want some free cake. I know how a switch works. And that's pretty much that trap. You just might have to run back in like this and clear off the extra lava. I'm not sure. I think it'll go away eventually since there's no source block, but whatever. Simple trap to easily trap and kill your friends. Alright, this one here is pretty fun. As you can see, it looks just like a normal cave going down. And, of course, it's not that simple. It's actually booby-trapped. You can see the wall in front of you closed off, and now a bunch of sand poured in from the ceiling. So normal players right now would be suffocating underneath the sand and slowly meet a death unless they're, you know, smart enough to log out real quick and reappear above the sand. But it's kind of a fun one. I'll show you how it works. Basically, there's a pressure plate or a piston underneath there, and here's some of the redstone behind it. But what happens is when you step on the pressure plate, it activates this loop which constantly feeds the pistons. One piston blocks off the path in front of you, and another piston lowers the block below you so that it breaks the pressure plate, or else the pressure plate on its own would destroy the sand and you wouldn't really suffocate. And then, of course, a third set of pistons opens up the ceiling above you, in which sand will then fall and then pretty much crush you. So I'll kind of reset it. I'll show you what it looks like from above. It's really simple. I don't know how many people really fall for it, but it's not noticeable. I mean, as you can see, the stone pressure plate kind of hides it. So pretty much I just put 3 sand tall on each of them. I mean, you can make it as much sand as you want. You can make it 10. That way, if they try to dig out the sand, then, you know, just keep falling on them and suffocate them or whatever. But, you know, it's just that simple. You can make a nice little building like this, and, you know, no one's really going to suspect that walking on this pressure plate is going to, you know, drop all this sand on their head and suffocate them to death. So this one's a little bit of work to get set up, but it's definitely worth it in the end. So it's kind of a fun one. You know, I don't know how many times people will fall for it. Plus, you got to go manually reset it each time. But, hey, I think most traps are like that anyways. Here's a couple of the pistons here. You can see those 2. And then here's that third one I was talking about. And if they do make it down, there's the end. All right, the next one I have is a pretty fun one. This one's really simple. You know, it's basically, I call it the one-way train trip. You know, you put up a sign and they start going on a train track, and next thing they know, they're in lava. So, very simple one. You know, it requires very little. You know, you really don't even need that much powered rail. You actually don't even need any powered rail at all, except for one piece at the very beginning here, just to get the cart kick-started. So if you wanted to, you could make it a little bit longer just in case they decide to start running down the stairs after it just to check it out. They won't be able to see it. So maybe if you make it a little longer, some more curves too, it'll be better. But, you know, this is, you know, basically one-way train trip, and as you can see, there's no way they're going to survive it. They won't be able to jump out of it or anything. Very simple, very fun. You know, I'm just going to go on it again because this thing's awesome. Just remember, the lava will kill all your friends' stuff, so. Alright, well, I'm going to go out with a bang here. This is a firework tribute. Basically, it's going to have a nice grand finale at the end. So you make a bunch of fireworks, load it into an array of launchers, and while your friends are busy watching the fireworks with you on the nice little benches that you created for them, which are right next to the action, you're going to start the finale, preferably a little sooner than the end so they don't get antsy. But this way, the fireworks show is ensured to go out with a bang. Basically, place some TNT under the benches and they become the grand finale. Well, thanks again for watching part 2 of 5 ways to trap and kill your friends in Minecraft. I'll probably be creating a part 3 soon. Let me know some suggestions for traps that you'd like to see, or I'll always try to come up with some new and creative ones. And always make sure to be kind. Remember that some of these traps will destroy everything your friends worked hard to get. So everything done here is fun and in good nature. And if you keep trapping your friends too much, you might not have any more friends to play with. Well, we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.